Okay, Chapter 12 Surface Areas and Volume, Class 10 CBSE NCERT. So, we would have studied some of the solids like cubes, cuboid, right? Cube is a square in a three-dimensional space having same equal length of sides. Cuboid is like rectangular in 3D space, right? Cone we have studied, right circular cone, cylinder, and a sphere. So these are the solids that we have studied and their areas, volumes, everything. Now in this chapter and in class 10th, what we are going to study is the combination of the solids and then their areas and their volumes, right? So therefore, for example, a test tube, it is a cylinder with a hemisphere at its bottom, right? This is a test tube. So these are the real life examples where it could be a combination of different solids. So for example, you see a solid like this, right? Or you can see something like this, a toy made of this shape, a cone and hemisphere. So what would be the first section that we're going to study is the surface area. Surface area of the combinations of the solids. So what will be the surface area of the solid? It will be the sum of curved, total surface area of a solid would be the sum of the curved surface area of each individual part. So for example, if it's this example, it will be the curved surface area of hemisphere plus curved surface area of cone. Example which we studied in, the example which we just saw was like a shape like this, right? Which is like two hemisphere at one end and cylinder. So it will be curved surface area of one hemisphere, curved surface area of the second hemisphere, and curved surface area of the cylindrical portion. Okay, so let's look at some, let's solve certain questions and we'll be able to get to know the answers along the way as to and how are these solved, right? So let's look at question number 1 of exercise 12.1. It says that 2 cubes of volume, 2 cubes of volume 64 centimeter cube are joined end to end. Find the surface area of the resulting cuboid. So these are joined end to end, right? Now that means the side of each of the cube is what? Cube root of 64, which is 4. Now they are joined end to end. We have to find the surface area of the resulting cuboid. Now when you look at the individually, the surface area of this is 6a square and this is 6a square, right? Why is this so? Because each side is a and there's 6 sides of a cube, 6 sides of a cube, so 6a square, 6a square. So would the surface area of these two cubes, when they are joined together, would that also be 6a square plus 6a square? No, right? Because one side of each is actually merged here. So it will be 5a square plus 5a square, which is 10a square, right? Which is 10 into 4 square, which is 160. 160 centimeters square, right? So let's look at more questions and we'll get to know. Let's look at question number 2. A vessel is in the form of a hollow hemisphere. So it's like a hollow hemisphere surmounted by a hollow cylinder. Okay, I've not made this too well. So this is the cylinder. Okay. The diameter of the hemisphere, which is this, is 14 centimeter. So that means obviously the radius is 7 centimeter. And the total height, which is this, is 13. We have to find this inner surface area of the vessel. So if total height is 13, so that means the height of the cylinder will be what? 13 minus 7, right? Because this is also 7, this is also 7. All of this is equal. So this is 6. So we have to find the inner surface area. So when we want to see the inner surface area, we have to then look at this, right? we have to, it will be the curved surface area of hemisphere plus curved surface area of cylinder. Why won't it be total? Because this part is combined and this is hollow. So we cannot consider this. We just have to consider this portion. Okay. So what is the curved surface area of hemisphere? Okay. Curved surface area of hemisphere would be 2 pi r square. And curved surface area of cylinder will be 2 pi rh. Right? R is same here. We can take 2 pi r common. So it will be r plus h. So what is the answer? So the answer will be 572, right? If you look at question number 5, right? So it says that a hemispherical depression is cut out from one face of a cubical wooden block such that the diameter L of the hemisphere is equal to the edge of the cube. Determine the surface area of the remaining solid. So in this case, if you look at the figure, so the hemisphere is such that the diameter of the hemisphere is equal to the side, right? So that means the radius is L by 2 and the side is L. That's what's been given. So similar to the question just we saw, question number 4, saw the greatest radius of a hemisphere, which can be, but in that case what was happening was the sphere was on top of the cube. In this case it is inside the cube. A depression of the hemisphere is being cut out. So what would in that case be the answer? So if we look at that again, right, so one we know is this is L by 2, L by 2. If we just look at this solid, right, just look at this solid. The other 5 sides, again, there is no impact as such. It remains 5a square for the rest of the sides. In fact, for betterment of the purpose, let's take 6a square, right? Because on the top, again, now let us look at this side, which is a square. Here we have this. So it's not completely, the area wouldn't be complete. It would, we'll have to subtract the area of this circle, right? So in this case, the length is actually L. So 6L square minus pi L by 2 the whole square, right? And that is what it will be. Minus pi L by 2 the whole square, which is the area of this circle. Now, if we look at it or we visualize in our minds how this would look like is all the other 5 sides are the same, right? All the other 5 sides are the exact same. There's no, the area remains same except for the top portion where the circle has been cut out and also it goes inside. So if you look at it from top, it's like we'll see a depression. There's something going inside. So that means ये 5a square तो आपका है ही है. Now if you're going inside, then that means that hemisphere का portion of curved surface area is also part of the solid, because solid is like going like this. So ये 5 तो आपने ले लिया and then it's going like this. It's like a hollow thing. So then it will be, as I said, 6L square plus 2 pi r square, which is 2 pi L by 2 the whole square. 2 pi L by 2 by the whole square. And we have to subtract because this portion is not there. The sides are there. The sides are there. That's why we have to consider 6L square. So pi L by 2 the whole square. Right? So net 6L square plus 2 pi L by 2 whole square minus pi L by 2 square, which is what? 6L square plus pi L square by 2 minus pi L square by 4. So L square by 4, 24 plus pi. This is the answer for this question. So this is question number 5 that we were looking at. Okay, we saw question 4 and we also saw another example. I'll also now simultaneously make 2 more examples. So this is a cylinder. And again, there is a hemispherical depression. This is example 4. and then we are going to look at question number 9. I'm just showing you the solution of it, right? So question 9 says that there is again a cylindrical, इसमें ऐसे करके ये डिप्रेशन हुआ है. So कैसे होगा इसका आंसर? So it will be curved surface area of the cylinder. We have to find we are looking at the surface area, right? So we're asking to find the curved surface area. So it will be the curved surface area of the cylinder plus curved surface area of this hemisphere. Similarly here it will be curved surface area of the cylinder plus curved surface area of hemisphere 1 plus curved surface area of hemisphere 2. Actually, this will net become a sphere in that sense, right? So that is the answer for these two questions. I have solved these two together. I've shown these two together. Okay. So I hope till here you are able to understand what I have taught on the surface area of the solids. It's a little mix. You have to solve many questions to find out how it is and how do you look at it, right? So solve more questions from your end. Complete all the questions of exercise 12.1. Solve each and every example and let me know if you have any questions, queries on the remaining questions, on the questions that I've taught in the comment section below.